Okay, and what's your name?
David Mate.
David, and who do you work for?
I work for Lincoln Electric.
Lincoln Electric, and what do you do for them?
I am a trade show manager, and I also manage our corporate display program.
Wow. And how long have you been doing that?
Well, I've been doing it for probably around 20 some years, 20 plus years.
Wow. And you're a member of TSEA?
Yes, sir, I am.
And how long have you been a member?
I've been a member for probably about 8 years now.
Okay. Would you say you're an active member of TSEA?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And in what form, what capacity?
Well, right now, future, we're looking at possibly setting up a chapter in the Cleveland area, trying to get some people involved, do a little bit more networking in the local area and some of the things that Dave had talked about earlier in our meeting. Also, I am help teach class here at CMEs. Why would you want to become a CME? So we're trying to, overall looking at bettering the clientele in this market.
Chapters, you touched upon chapters. I saw a lot of people come around the booth here, and everybody seems to have a passion about setting up a chapter, which I think is very exciting. It's unbelievable how many people want to set up a chapter in Philadelphia or Baltimore. Mm-hmm. What do you think the benefit is of setting up a chapter for TSEA?
Well, you always want to get to know like-minded people. You'd like to know this market is not unique to other chapters. I mean, when I have a welding chapter that we belong to, and you get with like-minded people that run into particular welding problems. So you would get like-minded people that would have trade show problems or trade show ideas and things that you could pass along to each other. It's an uplifting, a building up of a group of people and getting them that next step up. And if you can share an idea, I like to help people. If I can help somebody do something better, you get gratification from that. So.
Great. And you've been a member for 8 years now, and what's your thoughts about TSEA? How are things going with your membership?
Real good. I use the website, a lot. I go take a look at that. I get to see who's doing what. There's some new changes on the website, so there's some new activities going on there. So I can't wait to see what you've done different. The people are awesome. I mean, the people that you meet that are in the TSEA group, super people. Want to help you accomplish things. If you've got a problem, they're willing to work with you. And that's what you want in the long run. If you've got a problem or something and you've got to try to figure a way out of it, there's people here that'll help.
TSEA seems like they're very in touch with their membership.
Yes.
People are coming up to the booth here and saying rave comments, and it seems like everybody's smiling and just happy to help out. And you're one of them.
Well, it's a good group.
Yeah.
You don't mind being associated with a group of people that are like that. It's a nonprofit organization, so right off the top, you know that it's people who love this type of market, that give up their own personal time, to move things forward, and some aspects of it. So that's great. Great.
How long have you been coming to TS2?
Well, I'd say that's probably been about 5 years or so.
Okay.
I would say, because as time passes quickly sometimes. I think about 5 years I've been doing it.
And how do you benefit from coming to the show?
Well, naturally, this market changes constantly. It ebbs and flows. So, I'm looking for what's the latest thing. What can I change? Right now, our company is possibly looking at doing a new display. So I'm trying to, and they can't make a decision. Nobody wants to say this is what we want to do. Yeah. So I'm offering, maybe there's some people here that have rental displays that we can try some things. I said, let's try it, see if we like it. If we like it, great. Then later on we can build something of our own if that's what you decide to do. So I'm trying to get the company to move into several of our big shows and standardize the booth. So then I can then go back to the rental people and say, well, I can use it for 3 different shows. That's going to benefit me. It's going to drop my costs down a little bit. And we'll be able to see how that works at our events for our company.
mission accomplished yet? Have you found
Yeah.
some solutions?
Yeah.
Excellent.
We've contacted a few people that have got some nice rentals. So we'll take a look at it and see what happens.
So coming to TS2, you're finding solutions, you're also possibly saving the organization money, time, resources, find something innovative.
I have to justify my job with the company. So I justify it by increasing sales of products or saving money. Those are the two choices I have. You know, so right now, where the economy is getting a little hard, the money's a little harder coming in, the return on investment on the shows are a little bit low. So now I have to go after, how do I save money? How do I save the company money?
Yeah.
So we're looking at several different ways of doing that. And hopefully the classes that you learn here and the people that you take, you'll get some of that also.
And some people have ran into certain situations on the road, whether it was, we've been asking people, when we do this whole trade shows confessions thing, we've been asking them, everybody's got some story about, whether it's about an airline or it's about the booth not showing up. Could you imagine in your business that not showing up after doing all of this and the research? Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, I had. As a matter of fact, for this event, my luggage didn't make it, so I didn't have any luggage. Luckily I got it within a good period of time. But I had this great idea. I made this 4-foot by 8-foot crate. I put everything into the crate, tools, display, product, everything. I says, all I got is one crate I got to worry about. And wouldn't you know, they lost it. They lost everything. So we were on the fly of trying to get something up, and we managed. I mean, we had some good local people to where we could get a decent back wall that looked like something that we would have owned, and had enough people where we could get display product, but it wasn't what we really wanted to show.
And is it something that you expect now? Do you always go to a show with like a plan B?
Well, you're right. Well, I don't put everything in one crate anymore.
Nice.
No, I don't do that. And I know the truck.
Yeah.
And so we've learned from that experience. But you try, the plan B's in the background, but I really try to make sure mistakes don't happen anymore. I've learned through that these are the possible pitfalls. I try to maneuver around those, stay out of them. Try not to get in them at all if I can help it.
Well, thanks so much. That was great. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate the TSEA, all that they're doing. I appreciate having the ability to, in their CME program, being able to take your life experiences, adding that to your education, and then getting something that says, hey, look, I know something, and I can prove it by the CME. And all the future CMEs that are coming down the line, it gives them something to strive for. Yeah. So in the long run, it looks real well. I had, after I achieved my CME that year, I was given an outstanding performance for a project that I did at the company, which is very rare for our company to hand out. And it was from a lot of things that I've learned here and putting that project together. So it paid off. Paid off for the company, paid off for me.
That's excellent. Well, thanks for being a member of TSEA.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.